Hey, what's up guys, Guardian here, coming to you guys with a discussion video today, and I wanted to go over the newly revealed Hexaorb support that we're going to be getting in set 10, Dragon Masquerade. So I'm really excited for this, because I was hoping that they'd do a new Hexaorb at some point, and how they would do it, I wasn't too sure, but they have pretty much done this in a way that I'd hope so. So let's go over the new Grade 3 Hexaorb Sorceress Aquamarine. So it has three skills. First one, very simple. This unit is regarded as Hexaorb Sorceress. So there it is. Yeah, that is how you fix the issue of older support specifically asking for Hexaorb Sorceress. So if you add any like extra names to the card, just say that it's Hexaorb Sorceress and be done with it. Simple as that. And yeah, all of that old support, like the Lily grade 1 that specifically asks for Hexaorb, this also works with that, so that's good. So I'm really happy with that. And then the second skill is Continuous Vanguard. If you Persona Road this turn, this unit gets Drive +1, and the power increase of your trigger effects get 10,000 power. So they've moved the trigger power skill over into the Persona riding aspect of the card, which is interesting. It means that we don't benefit from that now on turn 3. But they have kind of given us something else, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, we also get the drive, so we can still get an extra drive check to, have more of a chance to see triggers, which is good. Now, assuming that we're replacing the old Hexaorb with this one, we basically just get the drive check passively now, instead of having to pay a CB and a Soul Blast and the optional trigger stack. Which, let's be fair, I think more times than often we stack the card because we want to be greedy, we want to get the triggers more reliably, get the power gains. So yeah, you kind of have to take the minus there, but because you were getting the drive anyway, you were getting the card back with the old Hexaorb. But with this one, we just get a drive check, and we are now going to be plussing more, which is good, since we don't have to stack anything with this one. So that's really nice. Now, they have given us something still to do on the turn 3, which is good, in the last skill, which is Auto Vanguard. When a trigger unit is revealed for the drive check of the battle that this unit attacked, you pay the cost of Soul Blast 1, choose one of your other rearguards, and stand it. So, yeah, we can multi-attack on turn 3 now, which is great. Now, you technically could have done this anyway with the Lily grade 1. The issue with that one, though, is that it was a bit costly, so you kind of wanted to wait until your Persona Ride turn, just so you can get more of a power spike going, so that the restand felt more worthwhile. But with this one, it's just a Soul Blast 1, and you're not actually one of the other things of Lily is that you have to CB, Soul Blast, and retire her just to get the restand, so you kind of wanted to do that on the Persona Ride turn, where it felt more worthwhile. Whereas of this, you just have to pay one Soul Blast, and you stand a rearguard, and you just need to get one trigger. So, yeah, I really, really like this. And the cool thing is that, assuming that they don't make an upgraded ride line for this, which I don't know if they would or not, but it doesn't matter regardless, because with this being Hexaorb Sorceress still, when you ride this on top of Pentagleam, you'll still be able to stack the top 3 cards of your deck. So you'll be able to see what's coming up, which is nice. And remember, we still have cards like Alwyn, which can, stack the deck on turn 3 as well. We have recent support like the Octaway Sorceress and the Quadracast Sorceress. Those can check the top 2 and potentially stack something. So yeah, this is fantastic. So we have a bit more of an early game push now, which is great. I'm really, really happy with how they've designed this, because I was a bit concerned with the whole, you must have Hexaorb Sorceress as your Vanguard, specifically. But they've fixed that easily with a passive skill that just counts this card as Hexaorb Sorceress, which is great. So really, really happy with this. Now, we have one more piece of support that I wanted to go over, which was a grade 2, which is, I think it's Effulgent Wizard? Effulgent Wizard. Something like that. I think it I did a search of the word earlier, and I think it's shining or brightness or something like that. So yeah, this card's rather interesting. So it's auto reguard. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Sorceress in the card name, look at the top card of your deck, and if your Vanguard is stood, you may put that card that you looked at into your soul. So this is pretty cool because it is soul charge. One thing in Hexaorb that is definitely been improved upon when we got Quadracast Sorceress in set 6, the common grade 2, that definitely did help. But it's nice to see that we have more of a concurrent soul charge, since with Quadracast you had to basically like keep calling her and keep getting the soul charge here and there. Whereas with this, it's more so you attack with it, check the top of the deck. If your Vanguard stood, you may put that into your soul if you want to, which definitely comes up when you're stacking the deck. Maybe there's like pieces there that you don't necessarily need, so you don't mind soul charging it in, or maybe you're working towards getting to a trigger, perhaps. So yeah, so this is really nice. It's a way to manipulate the stack, dig deeper towards a trigger, and having a concurrent way to basically feed for soul charging, which is really, really nice. So we don't just have the on-place effect from Quadracast, we now have this as well, which is great. And then it has a second skill, which is Auto Rear. When your drive check reveals a trigger unit, this unit gets 5k power. This is also good, just for numbers, basically. So a very simple thing you can do is you can just, you can attack with this, do a stack, or do a check, get a trigger from your Vanguard's attack, and then you can Soul Blast 1, and then stand this unit back up, and it gets 5k. So now you have a 25k swing, which is going to be really good when going first, since obviously your opponent is still a grade 2 with 10k power. So 25k, pretty good number to be attacking for. So yeah, these slight power increments that you get from skills sometimes, they can matter in the long run in terms of pressure as well. So yeah, this is some pretty cool support, and I absolutely love how they've designed this new Hexaorb. I think it's really, really cool, and I think this deck's going to be super fun to play. Like, I've been looking forward to an upgraded Hexaorb for a while. For the longest time, I thought they were going to give us a grade 4 when they were doing that, but yeah, they skipped that idea, gave us a couple of support pieces from like set 6, a new promo card and that. But this is a good support wave, and it'll be interesting to see if they do like upgrade the ride line in any way, since I do think that could be improved a little bit. But we'll just have to see. But yeah, tell me guys what you think about these support card in the comments below. I will have a link in the description of the wiki page for these cards in case you want to look over them yourself. But that's going to do it for me. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Guardian 205, signing out.